In a quaint village nestled between thick, dark woods, there lived a warm-hearted grandmother named Eliza and her adventurous grandson, Tom. Their home was a cozy cottage filled with the scent of baked bread and the warmth of shared stories. Each evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, they would settle by the crackling fireplace. Eliza spun tales of wonder, but one story always sent a chill down Tom's spine, the tale of the dollmaker. The dollmaker was a strange man, Eliza would say, her voice lowering to a whisper. He lived deep in the woods, creating lifelike dolls that could move and talk. They say he used magic, but the dolls were cursed. Anyone who took one home would never be the same again. Despite his grandmother's warnings, Tom's curiosity grew. The next day, with the morning sun peeking through the trees, he implored Eliza to take him to the dollmaker's cottage. Just to see the dolls, Grandma, he pleaded, his eyes sparkling with excitement. After a moment of hesitation, Eliza agreed. But remember, Tom, stay close and don't touch anything. They ventured through the winding paths of the forest, where shadows danced and the air grew thick with anticipation. Finally, they arrived at a crooked little cottage, its door slightly ajar. Tom's heart raced as they stepped inside, the air filled with the scent of varnish and something oddly sweet. The dollmaker, a thin man with wild hair and eyes that glimmered like glass, welcomed them with a smile that sent shivers down Tom's spine. "Ah, visitors! What brings you here?" His voice was soft yet unsettling, like the rustle of leaves on a still night. "We've come to see your dolls," Tom replied, trying to sound brave. "Choose one," the dollmaker urged, gesturing to the shelves lined with exquisite dolls, each more lifelike than the last. Their glassy eyes seemed to watch him, pleading for attention. Tom's gaze landed on a porcelain doll with golden curls and a delicate blue dress. "I want this one," he exclaimed, reaching for it despite his grandmother's warning look. "Are you sure?" the dollmaker asked, his smile widening. "She has a special magic about her." Tom nodded, oblivious to the glint of mischief in the dollmaker's eyes. The man wrapped the doll carefully, and as they left, a strange feeling settled in Tom's stomach, but excitement drowned out his unease. That night, as darkness wrapped around their cottage, Tom placed the doll on his bedside table. Just as he was drifting to sleep, he heard a soft giggle. Startled, he opened his eyes to see the doll's eyes glowing faintly. "Thank you for freeing me," it whispered, its voice sweet yet sinister. Tom's heart raced. "What do you mean?" The doll smiled, and before he could scream, it leaped off the table, transforming into a shadowy figure. "I've been waiting for someone like you," it cackled. In an instant, Tom felt a coldness envelop him. He blinked, realizing he was trapped inside the doll, unable to move. Through its eyes, he could see his room, but he was powerless to escape. Outside, the moonlight danced eerily, and he could hear his grandmother calling his name, unaware of the fate that had befallen him. As days turned into weeks, Tom's laughter faded, replaced by a chilling silence.